Namaste and hi there, it's Ananta and welcome back to the lecture 2 of cash flow statement. And today in this lecture I'm going to teach you all the adjustments and the format of a cash flow. But before we start, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So I hope that you all know each and every footnote is posted to two places, right? So now I am first going to teach you all how to make ledgers. So we'll first start off by making an assets ledger. For example, I'm going to make a plant account ledger. We'll first post the opening balances of the plant account and the closing balance. And now if there's depreciation given in the footnote, we'll post it in the credit side to depi. And if there's appreciation given, we'll post it on the debit side. And now if there's shortage on this side, we'll manage it by making a sales account, which is the balancing figure here. And if there's shortage on this side, we'll manage it by making a purchase account, which is the balancing figure. And now you might be wondering that every footnote is posted to two places. So one is here and now where will I post the others? So the depreciation will add it in the NOA, then the appreciation will less it and the purchase, if there's shortage on this side, then the purchase account will make, then it will be posted in the IA and we'll less it there. And if there was shortage on this side and we made the sales account, then we'll add it in IA. So this was the assets ledger. We'll make this type of ledger only for all the assets. So now let's make a liabilities ledger. For example, I'll make a PFT ledger. So this is a liability, so its opening balance will be posted on this side. So by BD over here, we'll post the balance and then 2CD over here and we'll post it over here. And if we have paid income tax during the year, we'll post it over here. And now there's shortage on this side, so we'll manage it by making a PL account. And now same case here, we'll again post it. So the PL account will add it in the PBT and the bank account will less it in ON. So now this is the liabilities ledger. And now I'm going to tell you about some more footnotes, then we'll move on to making formats. Like, let's take an example. There was interest paid during the year. So, first we'll post it in the NOA because it is an expense. NOA will add it there. And then we'll less it in FA. And now let's again take an example. There was interest received on investments. So now we'll less it in NOA and add it in IA because it is on investments and all the things related to investments are posting in the IA. And now I want to teach you all the format of making a cash flow statement. We'll do it right over here. So first we'll just make a table and now we'll make a table. Now we'll first post our PBT. So now as you remember in the last class I've discussed how to calculate PBT. We had make a working note for the same which I'm going to recall for you all guys right now. You'll first add the net profit, then the transfer to general reserve, then the PD, with that is proposed dividend, the closing balance of the PD, then the closing balance of the PFT, closing tax, and if you're giving surplus, you'll add it too. So now after adding all these up, whatever amount you'll get, you'll post it over here and then we'll calculate the NOA. So I've already explained all these things in our lecture 1, so you could check it out on our channel. So now in NOA, we add in all our expenses. All our expenses, we'll add it. And we'll less all our incomes. And now, we'll then calculate operating activity before working capital. So to calculate that, we'll take the PBT amount, add in the expenses and then less the income. I'll put it in bracket for your understanding. We'll add these and then less it, then we'll get our operating activity before working capital amount. Then we'll move on to making OA. If there's an increase in assets, okay, specifically current assets, will less the amount, okay, and if there's a decrease in assets, will add the amount. And now if there's an increase in current liabilities, will add the amount, and if there's a decrease in current liabilities, will less amount. And now then the operating activity amount that we have got will less the increase in assets amount and the decrease in current liabilities amount, and then add the decrease in assets amount and increase in current liabilities amount. So then we'll get operating activity. But remember, you have to then you have to less the income tax which was paid during the year, the opening amount. Okay, you'll less it and you'll get the operating activity. And now we'll move on to making IA. IA. So as you remember, if there were any sales made during the year, we'll add it. And if there were any purchases, we'll less it. So then we'll get cash in, out, flow from IA. Okay. Okay, so I'll erase this working note because we have to make the FA. So then we'll move on to making FA, which is financial activities. Okay. So if there was any issue like issue of shares or issue of debentures during the year, we'll add it. And if there was any repayment, we'll less it. Repayment less. and then we'll calculate cash in outflow from FA. Same case, the cash in outflow from IA amount we have got, we will add the issue amount and then less the repayment amount. So then we'll get cash in outflow from FA. So then after we are done calculating all the totals over here, we'll at last add our opening cash. We'll add our opening cash amount, and then after we add our opening cash, the total that we get must be equal to the closing cash balance that we're given in the balance sheet. So now I'll move aside so that you all guys can take a screenshot. I hope you're done. So these were the adjustments, and then this was the full format of the cash flow statement. So now don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And this was all our guys. One more thing. This was our one case study of the assets ledger. So now let's move on to the another one. For example, I'm making a furniture ledger. Okay. The same case, we'll post our opening balance over here and then our closing balance over here. And now in this case study, let's take an example. We had made sales during the year. So we'll post it over here by sales. And now let's take an example. There was a loss on sale that we made our sales but we had no profit during the year. So if there was a loss, we'll post it in the credit side. And now let's take an example. There was depreciation too during the year. So we'll post it over here too. And now let's say we have calculated all the amounts but have got deficit on this side. So what will we do? We'll make a purchase account and then balance it. Okay. So now I'm again going to tell you all where will we post these things. Okay. These purchase account that we have got as the balancing figure, I'll list it in IA. Okay. And then these sales that we have made during the year, I'll add it in IA. And the loss that we have got will add it in NOA. And then same case with depreciation, we'll add it in NOA. These was our another case study of an assets ledger. So now, hope you guys like this video. Till then, bye bye. Namaste.